日本の衆議院選挙は8日に開票され、自民党が圧倒的な勝利という結果になりました。でも、実は今一番ざわついているのは、日本国内より海外かもしれません。為替トレーダーは、円安が進むか、と身構え、アメリカのメディアは、日米同盟がさらに強化される、と報道。一方で中国は、アジアの軍事バランスが変わる、と警戒モード。つまり今回の選挙、ただの国内政治イベントではなく、世界のお金と安全保障に直結するビッグニュースなんです。実際、SNS や海外ニュースでは、円がどう動く、日本はもっと軍事力を持つのか、台湾有事に影響する、そんなリアルな声が飛び交っています。
Japan elections just wrapped up, and this could have a major impact on the yen as markets open. So the ruling party and its allies managed to hold up enough power to keep the economic agenda alive. Their main focus is more stimulus, more spending, and continued loosened monetary policy just to support growth. Now, here's what's important for us traders. So when the government pushes for stimulus and the central banks stay loose, it could usually mean more money supply. That could lower the real yields, and that could trend to a weaker currency. So at market open, the main reaction is to watch the yen weakness, especially for pairs like USD JPY and Euro JPY. If risk sentiment is positive, the US yields could stay firm, and that could push those pairs higher. If there's other scenarios that we could focus on, if the markets see political instability, if investors rush into safe haven assets, the yen could strengthen temporarily despite the stimulus narrative. So going into the market open, watch the bond yields, watch risk sentiment and equity, see how USD JPY reacts. The first wave of liquidity, this could literally set the tone for the rest of the week. This week could set a big tone for those yen pairs. The opportunities could be endless, guys.
Okay, I have 10 minutes before I have to start filming, but wild news about the U.S. President Donald Trump and the Japanese Prime Minister. So Trump just endorsed Sanae Takaichi and said that the upcoming elections on Sunday were very important to the future of Japan, and said that he was extremely impressed with her. It's kind of a big deal for multiple reasons. First, because a U.S. president can endorse a foreign leader. Also, we have to talk about the timing of this. It comes just 2 days before a general election in Japan for the parliament's lower house. She has said that if her party doesn't secure a majority, she would step down. But the symbolic endorsement is really good for Takaichi because it looks like she has a really strong relationship with the U.S., which would boost her foreign policy image. Also, good ties with Japan are going to be beneficial for the U.S. because Trump is still trying to get Japan to boost its defense spending and also continue investing $550 billion in the United States. I will be watching to see what Takaichi does or does not say about Trump's latest comments.
Breaking news, Japan just made one of the biggest political moves since World War II, and it directly affects the United States. Stay tuned. Japan's conservative powerhouse Prime Minister Santi Takaichi and her LDP party just crushed the ELECT-ION, winning a historic super majority, 310 seats. So what does this mean for America? First, stronger military alliance. This gives Japan the political power to massively expand defense spending, military tech, and cooperation with the United States. Transition, stronger against China and North Korea. Number two, huge implications for Taiwan. Japan is critical to Taiwan's defense, and Takaichi, which is the prime minister, is very hawkish on China. That means closer United States-Japan coordination if tensions explode with the Taiwan situation. Number three, more pressure on China. Expect more joint military drills, tougher tech regulations and restrictions, and tighter economic security. Number four, less burden on the United States forces. Japan is moving towards 2% or more of the GDP on defense, meaning America won't have to carry as much of the load in Asia. The bottom line is this. This is a very good thing in news for the United States. Strategy, power, but bad news for China. And this, ELECTION, could reshape the entire balance of the power in the Pacific.
So Japan just delivered a political earthquake. So recently in Japan, voters headed to the polls in a snap general election called by Prime Minister Sane Takaichi. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I apologize if I'm not. And this is just months after she made history as Japan's first female prime minister. She took a major risk by dissolving parliament early, seeking a direct mandate from voters amid rising cost of living, sluggish economic growth, and mounting pressure from China. Well, that gamble paid off big time. According to official projections, her party won 316 seats in the 465-member House of Representatives. That's well above the 233 seats needed for a majority and one of the strongest performances by her party in the post-war era. When combined with its coalition partner, the ruling bloc secured at roughly 352 seats, giving her a two-thirds supermajority. Her campaign focused on a clear message: strengthening Japan's military and defense posture, tax cuts and reflationary economic policies, tighter immigration controls, and the nationalist Japan First governing philosophy. And to that, voters responded decisively. So that's all I've got for now. I'll work to keep you guys up to date. Do not forget I have a free email newsletter.
今回の選挙では事前にトランプ大統領も高市首相を支持するという異例の状況でしたが、その自民党が圧倒的な勝利をして終わりました。今回の選挙、皆さんは投票に行きましたか？また今回の選挙結果をどう思いましたか？ぜひ感想を聞かせてください。最後までご覧いただきありがとうございました。